The internet is filled with strange corners. Forgotten websites. Dead forums. Abandoned accounts. But every once in a while, people discover something that feels a little too real. In 2009, Reddit users stumbled onto a mystery that would become one of the most disturbing rabbit holes in internet history. It started with a strange website called Lake City Quiet Pills. At first glance, it looked harmless. Almost empty. No flashy design. No explanations. Just random pages, cryptic posts, strange usernames, military slang, and lists of numbers that made no sense. But then users noticed something disturbing. The website appeared to contain coded job postings. And some of those postings seemed to match real-world assassinations. The deeper Reddit dug, the worse it became. The story started when users connected the website to a man named Raymond Davis. Not the CIA contractor. A different Raymond Davis. This one was a former military radio operator living in Arizona. He was active online. Very active. He ran image boards, forums, websites. And after his death, internet users discovered that many of his domains were connected to Lake City Quiet Pills. At first, people thought it was just another weird conspiracy. But Reddit investigators kept finding strange details. Archived pages from the site included references to weapons, coordinates, international travel, encrypted messages, and phrases that sounded exactly like mercenary contracts. One post mentioned needing workers for a job in Europe. Another listed dates and locations. Then users checked international news archives. Around the same dates, real political killings had occurred. That was when the rabbit hole exploded. Thousands of Reddit users began investigating. Some searched domain registrations. Others archived deleted pages. People translated hidden code. Some even mapped server locations. And the more they uncovered, the more uncomfortable things became. Users found old forum posts from people discussing sniper rifles, extraction routes, and military operations in casual detail. Not like teenagers pretending online. Like people who actually knew what they were talking about. One account claimed the site was connected to retired military contractors. Another suggested it was used as a communication board hidden in plain sight. Nobody knew what was real anymore. Then came one of the creepiest discoveries. Someone found a hidden page containing random strings of text. At first it looked meaningless. But users realized it could be decoded. The messages appeared to describe payment amounts, targets, and travel instructions. Some Redditors were convinced they had uncovered an actual assassination network operating online. Others believed it was an elaborate ARG, a massive internet roleplay. But no one could explain why so many details lined up with reality. Even stranger, many accounts connected to the mystery suddenly disappeared. Threads vanished. Websites went offline. Archives became corrupted. People who spent weeks investigating began saying the rabbit hole genuinely scared them. Not because of ghosts. Not because of monsters. But because this mystery felt possible. That's what made Lake City Quiet Pills terrifying. It wasn't supernatural. It wasn't fiction. It was the idea that hidden parts of the internet might be quietly used by very real people doing very real things. To this day, nobody has fully solved the mystery. Some believe it was just internet mythology mixed with coincidence. Others think Reddit accidentally uncovered something they were never supposed to find. And somewhere online, fragments of the website still exist. Archive pages. Dead links. Old discussions. Like digital ruins left behind after something disappeared. But maybe the strangest part of all. Nobody involved ever gave a clear explanation. No confession. No proof. No ending. Just thousands of people staring into one of the darkest rabbit holes the internet has ever produced. And wondering how much of it was real. The internet has solved murders, tracked criminals, identified missing people. But one of Reddit's strangest obsessions started with something unbelievably small. A face on a curtain. That's it. No crime. No blood. No danger. Just a strange image printed on fabric. And somehow, it consumed the internet for years. The mystery became known as Celebrity Number 6. It began when someone uploaded a photo of an old fabric design online. The fabric showed stylized portraits of famous celebrities from the early 2000s. Actors, models, musicians. Most of the faces were easy to identify. People quickly recognized Jessica Alba, Orlando Bloom, Adriana Lima, Josh Holloway. But one face stood out. A woman with sharp features, dark hair, and an expression nobody could place. The internet called her Celebrity Number 6. At first, it seemed simple. Surely someone would identify her within a few hours. But nobody could. And that's when things became strange. Thousands of Reddit users began investigating. Not casually. Obsessively. People searched old-fashioned magazines, runway photos, archived celebrity websites, modeling agencies, European tabloids, forgotten photoshoots from the early 2000s. Entire communities formed around the mystery. Users compared jawlines, eyebrows, eye shapes, haircuts, lighting angles. Some believed the woman was a model. Others thought she was an actress who disappeared from fame. A few even claimed the image looked AI-generated, despite existing long before modern AI tools. Every few weeks, a new theory appeared. Someone would confidently announce they had solved it. Threads exploded. People compared photos side by side. Then the theory would collapse. One of the most convincing guesses was actress Evangeline Lilly. Another was model River Phoenix-era portraits altered into a female face. Some users even thought the image combined multiple celebrities together. But none matched perfectly. That's what made the mystery addictive. The face looked familiar. Painfully familiar. Like someone everyone should recognize. Yet nobody could. Years passed. The mystery spread outside Reddit. YouTube videos appeared. Articles were written. Internet detectives spent hundreds of hours searching old archives. And still, no answer. Then one small detail changed everything. A Reddit user found an old photograph from a fashion shoot, buried deep in an archive. The moment people saw it, they froze. It was identical. The same pose. The same expression. The same lighting. After years of searching, Reddit finally identified Celebrity Number 6 as Spanish model Leticia Sarda. The original image had come from an obscure magazine photoshoot from the early 2000s. Some internet rabbit holes are entertaining. Some are strange. And some become genuinely disturbing the deeper you go. The disappearance of Johnny Gosch is one of those stories. Even decades later, people still debate what really happened. The case has inspired documentaries, conspiracy theories, FBI investigations, and thousands of Reddit discussions. Because nobody can agree on where the truth ends, and where paranoia begins. Johnny Gosch was a 12-year-old paperboy living in Iowa. On September 5, 1982, he left home early in the morning to deliver newspapers. And then, he disappeared. At first, nothing seemed unusual. Paperboys worked alone all the time back then. Kids walked neighborhoods before sunrise. But witnesses later reported strange details. A man in a blue car allegedly spoke to Johnny before he vanished. Another witness claimed they saw a second man nearby watching him. Then Johnny was simply gone. No confirmed sightings. No evidence. No answers. The investigation immediately became chaotic. Police searched neighborhoods. Volunteers spread across the area. Flyers appeared everywhere. But as days passed, the case became darker. Rumors began spreading about organized trafficking networks. Witness statements conflicted. Some evidence was allegedly mishandled. And then the internet got involved. Years later, Reddit users began digging into archived interviews, FBI records, old newspaper scans, and documentaries. That's when the rabbit hole truly exploded. People discovered bizarre details buried inside the case. One theory suggested Johnny had been kidnapped by a trafficking ring operating across multiple states. Another claimed powerful people covered up evidence. Then came the strangest part of all. Johnny's mother, Noreen Ghosh, publicly claimed that years after the disappearance, Johnny secretly visited her. According to her, he appeared at her home late at night as an adult. Alive, terrified, and unable to stay. She claimed he told her horrifying things before disappearing again. The story shocked people. Some believed her immediately. Others thought grief had destroyed her psychologically. But regardless of what people believed, the internet became obsessed. Reddit threads analyzing the case grew massive. Users connected timelines, mapped locations, compared witness reports, studied interviews frame by frame. People searched for patterns in other missing children cases from the 1980s. And disturbingly, they found similarities. Paperbus disappearing. Strange vehicles. Witnesses reporting suspicious men. The rabbit hole became endless. Some users spent weeks researching the case. Others admitted they had nightmares after reading about it.